messages. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
After these messages, 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 we'll be right back.
Yeah. Alright, guys, welcome back to my stream. I apologize for that. I had to get some things squared away so that I could get the best stream rate possible. And then in the middle of it, I had a phone call from my mom. So, sorry about the delay. We will be getting back to our look at our card as soon as the bumper completes. Good evening, everyone. I'm Remarkable Randall Reigns, and this is Worldwide Wrestling Online presents the Southern Premier Wrestling. So, tonight's lineup is very exciting considering what had happened on the Independent Union show just last night. Gaz Corvin of A Movement, known as the Kindred, not tied to any Worldwide Wrestling Network promotion, but is taking advantage of the open door policy that we have here at Worldwide Wrestling, defeated Shining Simon Sullivan in a non-title match, adding to the hard luck of Shining Simon Sullivan. And this is unprecedented. As of this moment, Shining Simon Sullivan has gone rogue. He is a rogue champion from Southern Premier. He holds the Southern Premier television title, and he's holding it hostage, claiming that he is going to only defend it in the non-Southern Premier Wrestling WWN partners. So he claims that he is going to defend it at Empire Wrestling Federation, Dead or Alive Wrestling, and the Independent Union. He said that he will even defend it at Glow as long as he does not have to bring it back to Southern Premier Wrestling, destroying all plans for a television title tournament here in Southern Premier Wrestling. So, tonight's rundown, we will have Michael Maverick addressing the Southern Premier television title situation. We will have a match with Apollonius against newcomer Ripley Fort. We have an elimination tag team match, the Mercer sisters, Sonya and Violet, against the Muses of War, Daniela Tigrecito and Chloe. We have a match where we will hopefully get some resolution to a beatdown that took place on Dead or Alive Wrestling with T.A. Stanton against Totally Ostentatious and Demented Toad. We have a match against Giselle Deluxe and Erwin Roberts. A triple threat match, Bo Masters, Delucious Thunder, and Bigger Grim. Bigger Grim looks to capitalize on the momentum that he has coming out of the victory against Tiger Man McCool and against the Kindred, the Independent Union. And in our main event, Bad Blood Pachita against Michael Maverick. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Southern Premier Wrestling, brought to you by the Worldwide Wrestling Network. Coming to us first will be a promo by Michael Maverick. Hopefully, he will be addressing the Southern Premier Television title situation, including Shining Simon Sullivan and Gaz Corbin. Michael Maverick is the Worldwide Wrestling Network champion and a former Southern Premier Wrestling heavyweight champion. He is essentially the pillar with which Southern Premier Wrestling is built on. Our franchise player, the voice of the people. And basically, when it all boils down to it, Michael Maverick is just a decent person. And he fights for the fans here of Southern Premier Wrestling. And I'm pretty certain that his heart is absolutely broken over the fact that a title that he has once held, is being held hostage by Simon Sullivan. And the fact that a newcomer defeated our road champion probably has him a little hot, to say the least. And there he is, the voice of the people, Michael Maverick. Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you tonight to address a grave situation within Southern Premier Wrestling. Last week, I beat Shining Simon Sullivan in a loser leaves town match. And in that match, he lost, I stayed, and he had to go. With the partnership between Southern Premier Wrestling and the Worldwide Wrestling Network, he's not jobless. He can go to any promotion that he wants to under the Worldwide Wrestling Network banner and be fine. And he and I would not have to interact with each other ever again. Problem solved. But he decided to cause more trouble on the way out of the door. He knew that he was to forfeit the championship if he lost to me on Monday night. And he chose to walk out of the arena with the belt, to go rogue, to basically take on all comers in any promotion besides the one that belt rightfully belongs to. So I am issuing a challenge to Shining Simon Sullivan right here tonight. I will meet him in any promotion, be it Dead or Alive, be it the Independent Union, be it Glow, be it Empire Wrestling Federation. If you take up my challenge, I will face you at any of those promotions to bring this belt home. That Southern Premier Television title belongs in Southern Premier Wrestling. It doesn't belong to the Worldwide Wrestling Network, and it damn sure doesn't belong to you, Sullivan. It belongs to the people of and fans of Southern Premier Wrestling. And just as it gave me great pride to kick your ass out of Southern Premier Wrestling, it'll give me great joy to take that title from you. Hard words by Michael Maverick, issuing a challenge to Shining Simon Sullivan. Essentially, any promotion, anytime, he'll be there to try to take the title from him. But what about the victory that Gaz Corvin has over Shining Simon Sullivan? I mean, that's got to count for something. Up next, folks, we have the newcomer Ripley Ford facing the monster Apollonius. Apollonius, the leader of a group, an army of darkness, if you will, known as the Disciples of Apollonius, including, who will be managing him tonight, Lilith Anton. Apollonius essentially has gathered followers in the form of Malphus, Lovecraft, and Crowley, who we've seen on the Worldwide Wrestling Network, and these individuals have a loyalty to this man that I have never seen before. He absolutely seems to almost control their minds and their wills to bend them to do his bidding. Tonight, Apollonius goes into the ring against a rookie, Ripley Ford, recently signed to the Worldwide Wrestling Network. Ripley is not signed to any one individual promotion as of yet. He's going on different test runs in an attempt to find his home. Tonight, Ripley tries to determine whether or not his home will be Southern Premier Wrestling. And here comes the newcomer, Ripley Ford. He has an interesting tights design. It looks as if it's a design that's almost raining frogs. A little bit strange. He might actually fit in Apollonius' wheelhouse. I have a feeling that this young man has no idea the challenge that is going to be coming to the ring in just a moment. Apollonius is a brutal, absolutely monstrous man. The mind games, the face paint, the dark imagery. For me, I think it's a mind game. It's an opportunity for him to get into the head of his opponents. I'm not for sure if any of this imagery has anything to do with the actual beliefs that Apollonius carries with him, but it certainly scares our censors, and it certainly scares some of the members of the locker room. And here he comes, dressed in a hooded robe with metal spikes draped over him, concealing that horrific face paint that he wears, and followed, as always, by his harbinger, Lilith Anton. Apollonius, the dark specter that haunts Southern Premier Wrestling. There's Apollonius standing completely collected as this match starts off. Irish whip by Apollonius, taking this directly to the outside. Punishment is what is on the mind of the Dark Spectre of SPW. And it looks like Ford is attempting to get in some offense. This might be the only chance that he really gets. Ford going for suplex is blocked by Apollonius. Apollonius attempts to throw Fort into the barricade, and a vertical suplex into a reverse DDT on the concrete. Into the steel steps. And this might end in a countout, folks. This might end in a countout. Oh! Apollonius gets in time. Throws Ripley Ford in and goes stomping away. Strong kick by Ripley Ford, but Apollonius just swats him away like a fly. And we see Apollonius just bearing down on Fort. And a cover by Apollonius. One. Kick out by Fort. Yes, young man has a little bit of resilience after the beating and that vertical suplex DDT they took out on the outside. And Apollonius once again going to the outside to continue the beating. And Ripley Fort reverses, trying to get a respite. I tell you what, Ripley Fort is quite the technician, reversing the power moves that Apollonius has been attempting throughout this match so far. Leg drop by Fort as the referee continues to count. And a 5 count as the two men battle on the outside. Apollonius looked like he was going for some sort of power slam or tombstone pile driver, and Fort was having none of it. And finally, the match gets back into the ring. Leg drop by Fort. The question quickly becomes, is how will Lilith Anton impact this match? Elbow drop by Fort. Back body drop by Apollonius. Stomping the newcomer. Ripley Fort sets Apollonius up for a diving fist drop. Square across the bridge of the nose. Reversal jawbreaker. And a hard lariat by Fort, knocking Apollonius to the floor. And a return lariat by Apollonius. Apollonius pounding away on Ripley Fort. Back suplex. Square on the shoulders and neck. And a roll-up by Apollonius. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Apollon doesn't necessarily care how he wins as long as he gets those victories. He'll take it by sneak attacks. He'll take it by cheating. He'll take it by countouts. He doesn't rightly care how he wins as long as he does. And Apollon shows once again that he is a wily veteran taking advantage of the newcomer in Ripley Fort with that schoolboy roll-up. And once again, the presentation, the mind games by Apollonius as the lights drop and he poses in front of this live crowd, attempting to strike fear into the hearts of the fans and the superstars alike. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have the Mercer Sisters against the Muses of War. Now, over the last few weeks, Chloe of the Muses of War and Sonya Mercer have been immersed in a war of words over social media. Chloe has been essentially calling Sonya a champion that has not been able to defeat the unstable high flyer in the women's division. And apparently, Sonya is going to answer this in the form of a tag team match with her sister Violet. Chloe has, over the last few months, started this very strange relationship with Danielle Tigre-Cito. Almost a marriage of the minds between the two of them, as she has sort of brought Danielle Tigre-Cito in under a thrall to help her and aid her in a quest for the Southern Premier Women's title. And tonight, we're going to see what's going to happen in this elimination tag match. The Mercer Sisters against the Muses of War. Folks, I want to thank those of you who are in the channel right now. I am capable of chat, so send me a chat and I will try to answer it, or my mod Gary will do his best to try to answer it as well and alert me to that as we go through the show. The load time is painful. So, headed to the ring, we have the Mercer Sisters, Sonya and Violet. Sonya trained in MMA and Judo at a young age. The sisters estranged for many years, with Violet finding herself out on the street in bare-knuckle brawls, and the two found a common passion for fighting. And they have made their names here in Southern Premier in the women's division. And headed to the ring, Chloe and Danielle Tigrecito, the Muses of War, newly established partnership here in Southern Premier Wrestling among the women's division. And we will see how the Mercer sisters handle themselves against this unstable, unpredictable pair. Danielle Tigrecito starts out strong with a running STO, trying to capitalize with a kick, and Sonya Mercer blocks with a dragon screw. Reversal by Tigrecito. You'll notice that the smallest woman in this match by height is Danielle Tigrecito. But don't let her diminutive height fool you. This young lady is built like a tank, a tiny tank, and she normally can steamroll over women double her size. She has taken Erwin Roberts to the limit a number of times, defeated Chloe herself, defeated Liberty Washington, and needless to say, don't just bet on size here in this match. But that's not taking anything away from Sonya Mercer. Sonya Mercer is highly trained in mixed martial arts, including judo, and is a powerful force within the women's division of Southern Premier Wrestling. Sonya Mercer gets the tag to her sister Violet, a power lifter and bare-knuckle brawler. And Violet just goes to the corner, taunting Danielle Tigrecito, wanting her to bring it out the best in the two, and a tabletop suplex by Danielle Tigrecito, heading to tag in Crazy Chloe. All I can say about Chloe is that this young woman is an absolutely broken toy. Years of psychological mismanagement has led this young woman into a lifestyle that is just absolutely harrowing. She uses professional wrestling as a method as an attempt of almost pain transference to do harm to those in the ring. And she's locking Violet Mercer into a bow and arrow submission, a submission that we saw a victory with Montezuma Cortez just last night in very similar fashion, but Violet reverses and, straight away face slam, grabbing by the hair, pulling Chloe straight to the ground, followed up by a hard knee, and that knee, along with the knee brace, has got to be incredibly powerful. And reverse an almost sunset flip DDT by Chloe. Violet Mercer doing the smart thing, attempting to take a break, but running right in and getting knocked down with a chop. And these two individuals are exchanging blows and holds with one another. A cover by Chloe. These two women taking us to the outside. Tiger suplex by Violet Mercer. Stomp by Mercer. And yes, I know the stream is slowing down, so I am attempting to record this for prosperity. And now it picks back up again. Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe has just been eliminated by countout from Violet Mercer. Only you can shower. To smell unique. To smell confident. Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe has just been eliminated by countout by Violet Mercer, leaving only Danielle Tigrecito in this match against the Mercer sisters. This is not what we were going to expect. Leaving only Danielle Tigrecito in this match against the Mercer sisters. This is not what we... Danielle Tigrecito is going for a valiant effort here. We're going to expect. Tigrecito beeling. Now, this is what I was talking about with the tiny tank. Being that strength that Danielle Tigrecito has. Raw power. Throwing a brutish woman like Violet Mercer around like she was a ragdoll. Reversal by Mercer, attempting to gain some control here of this match. Possibly, hopefully going to get a tag to Sonya Mercer. And a running neck breaker by Daniela. Mercer reverses. And a stomp straight to the stomach by Violet Mercer, trying to eliminate some of that core strength that Daniela has to weaken her. Once again, that face plant by Violet Mercer. And it looks like the hard lariat, the discus lariat by Violet Mercer. That normally ends matches, but the cover that Violet was going for, Daniela was able to kick out of. Daniela going back to the corner, throws Violet out, and looks like going for a powerful move of her own, lifting her up. Falcon Arrow, deadlift Falcon Arrow by Daniela Tigrecito. And it's at this point, this young woman, this is her inexperience is showing here. She should be covering Violet Mercer. And even if Sonya were able to break up the cover, she would have attempted a victory, but this is going to come back to haunt her. Power slam and a cover by Violet Mercer. Kick out by Danielle Tigrecito. Hard kick right to the back. And another belly stomp, attempting once again going after that core strength. that without it, another Falcon Arrow like we just witnessed would not be possible. Oh my God! Another fallaway Samoan drop. And Violet Mercer tries to be smart, but her anger will not let her. She charges right back in the ring to take this fight to Daniela. And it looks like Daniela is going for her patented Canadian backbreaker finish. And Violet does not submit. Exchange race locks and holds here. A rare technical match between these two bruisers. But the question quickly becomes, how much damage has Violet Mercer taken in this match, and why won't she tag in her sister? Covered by Daniela, break up by Sonya Mercer. Jawbreaker by Violet Mercer. Followed by an Irish whip, and Daniela fights out of it. Clubbing blow. And these two are simply throwing lariats and punches and elbows, trying to gain the upper hand. And that waist lock into a slam by Daniela Tigrecito, followed by a cover. 1, 2. And the numbers game once again is in play. Chloe being eliminated from this match very early on by Violet Mercer. Dragon Screw by Violet. And taunting Daniela. Attacking the arms and elbows. Going to the back. I mean, honestly, folks, I am surprised that Daniela is going strong, especially with some of the damage that she's taken. And once again, it looks as if she's going for that deadlift Falcon Arrow, lifting Violet Mercer like she was a mere 300-pound plaything. It's absolutely insane the damage that this lady has taken at her core muscles, and she's still able to lift Violet Mercer like she's nothing. But the taunting, once again, the hubris that this young woman is showing in this match, something that she's obviously luring from Chloe, is going to cost her this match probably. And an attempt at that Canadian backbreaker is reversed by Violet Mercer, and Mercer going to her sister's repertoire and just pounding the forehead of Daniela Tigrecito. And it looks like Violet Mercer setting up one power bomb. She normally does this in threes. 2, 3 with that power lifter background, and a stomp to boot. Jawbreaker followed by a hard cross body block. Stomp to the midsection. And this has almost become a match where Sonya Mercer, is a spectator, almost attempting to manage her sister in this victory here. We have not seen a lot of Sonya in this match. It's almost as if Sonya is allowing her sister to fight her battles for her. And what is Danielle Tigrecito setting up for now? Hard superplex from the top rope. And if Daniela doesn't cover her now, she's a fool. Attempted that elbow drop, gave just enough breathing room for Violet Mercer to roll out of the way. Violet powers Daniela Tigrecito into the corner. Tigrecito follows by a DDT. And finally, a cover by Daniela. 1, 2, and Sonya interjects herself into the match to prevent the elimination by Violet. What Violet Mercer needs to do right now is slow this match down. Power bomb! Hard power bomb by Violet Mercer. Followed by, a choking double choke slam. And that discus lariat nearly taking the head off Daniela Tigrecito. And a cover. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, after this hard-fought victory, Violet Mercer defeated the Muses of War damn near by herself. As we go for the replay here, Chloe started out this match against Sonya Mercer, and Violet was very quickly tagged in. Chloe got a 2 count on Violet Mercer early in the match, but was very quickly eliminated after being decimated on the outside. Here we see once again that deadlift Falcon Arrow and all of these powerful and destructive moves that we've seen throughout this match. And in all of them, we see Sonya Mercer sitting on the corner in stone silence, not attempting to cheer for her sister, almost like there's an expectation of this kind of destruction, almost as if Violet was giving Sonya Mercer a night off. So here we have the victors. Sonya Mercer, Violet Mercer, the Mercer sisters, or at least in this broadcaster's opinion, the Mercer sister and Violet, showing epic destruction and destroying in this victory the Muses of War. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was interrupted with the stream complications as I started the stream. So I would like to take this moment to once again do some shout outs and thank yous. Once again, I would like to thank Gary Hamrick75 for modding my stream and helping with the creation of some of these characters. I would also like to thank Xbox gamer tags, players and creators, Itachi4937, Replicant13, and Keith Majors for their inspiration and support as I have started this project. I'd also like to thank Mr. Rezi for the Andrea Parker CAW, which we'll probably see later on this evening, and Young Meals 300 for Violet Emerald, Amber Lizard, Ashley Carter, and Caprati for Giselle Deluxe and Kitty Michaels. I'd also like to thank others for some inspiration. Dre41, Status, Click Clacks, Dr. Vreeze. You guys are the pillars of a innumerable thousands of creators who attempt to try to make these games better. I want to take the time and thank you guys individually, call you guys out for the work that you do, and the things that you do in order to keep this community thriving. Hashtag give creators a chance. Also, I'd like to take a moment and recognize some of the communities that are dedicated to keeping gaming interesting. For the old school Aki gaming, these communities that I'm a part of, in order to get help with trying to create some of these Aki inspired wrestlers that I use in my universe. I got tons of help from guys at Old School Reunion. That is s4zetaboards.com/Old School Reunion. And Virtual Pro Wrestling Dojo as well. Also, I want to thank you, the viewers. Every time that I've come live on stream, you guys have been supportive. You keep coming back. You come and check it out. You follow. And you continually show support for the show that I am trying to do. You guys are the reason that I'm trying to do this, to show the creativity and the storylines that I've held on for far too long and kept to myself. I am trying to show these out, and I'm glad that you guys are liking and showing a response. Please follow me on Twitter at failed_hero85. Follow me on Twitch. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I have a link for at the bottom. You guys, as I try to grow this channel and grow this storyline, I will definitely be carrying this into WWE 2K18. And in a few weeks, I'm going to try, as this grows, I am going to announce an initiative to try to get some help with some of these different things that I'm trying to do. So, continuing to our show, Southern Premier Wrestling. Just last week, T.A. Stanton made a dramatic debut at Dead or Alive Wrestling. And tonight we will see T.A. Stanton face off against the man that he attacked. Wait, T.A. Stanton is supposed to be here, not the Kindred. That's Gaz Corvin and the Fix of the Kindred making their way to the ring, almost as if they are coming to watch this match, but they don't have a vested interest in this Stanton versus Toad match. This is very strange. Gaz Corvin has a victory over Shining Simon Sullivan with our Rogue Southern Premier Television champion. That happened at the Independent Union show just last night. And it looks as if Gaz is trying to take over this time with the help of this big man in the Fix. It's a very strange situation that we have here. Are these two individuals just going to try to keep this match from happening? And here comes Toad, undaunted by the fact that the Kindred is in the ring and appears to be waiting for him. T.A. Stanton not in sight, and Toad being his normal self on the way to the ring, dancing, taunting, waving to the fans. Toad is a mainstay here in Southern Premier Wrestling who has recently decided to make his home at Dead or Alive Wrestling. We wish him the best, but right now, wait, T.A. Stanton just came through the crowd and is with the Kindred. What in the world is going on? I don't know what this means with T.A. Stanton, with these other three individuals in the Kindred standing guard. Does this mean that Stanton, all of this, his debut was him being a part of this road group in the Kindred? We have Stanton and Toad tying up. Stanton holding Toad in the corner and a clean break, surprisingly, given the brawl that we saw at Dead or Alive Wrestling just 2 nights ago. And this looks bad for Toad, throwing him to the wolves of the Kindred, but they just appear to be staring almost as if Stanton has to prove himself. Stanton with a hard elbow and picks up Toad. Reversal by Toad into a flatliner on the concrete. Toad stomping away at T.A. Stanton. Now, Toad was able to get the better of Stanton in their first encounter. Is history going to repeat itself? Toad locking in, camel clutch with a hard knee. Stanton gets out of it. And a face buster. Running bulldog by Stanton. And a reversal by Toad. We've seen a lot of action take place outside the ring tonight. That's not normal for Southern Premier Wrestling. That just tells you the passion. And this ends in a countout. What in the world? We have absolutely no answers here. A double countout in this match between T.A. Stanton and Toad. I have just no idea what is going to come about. I mean, obviously Stanton and Toad have some kind of history, and the Kindred are involved in this somehow. This is absolutely insane. Up next, folks, we have a one-on-one women's match. The Welsh Dragon, Erwin Roberts, against the Golden Child, Giselle Deluxe. These two have faced off once or twice on our glorious Ladies of Wrestling promotion in Glow, and now they are bringing a rivalry to Southern Premier Wrestling. Erwin Roberts, a former soccer player who has come to the Worldwide Wrestling Network and Southern Premier Wrestling to basically kick ass, and has done that ever since her debut. Known for her leg trap DDT finisher and her Dragon's Lair submission, it is going to be an interesting match to see how Giselle Deluxe once again deals with the Welsh Dragon, Erwin Roberts. Sorry, guys, a little housekeeping in chat. So now headed to the ring, the Southern Premier Women's Champion, Giselle Deluxe, the golden child of the golden child of Southern Premier Wrestling. Gibson Ellis himself, the promoter of Southern Premier Wrestling, has taken a very decisive, shall we say the least, interest in this young woman, mostly because his son Edison seems to have taken an interest in young Giselle. Giselle has been the champion of the women's division for Southern Premier Wrestling for several months, and Erwin Roberts has been in a heated rivalry, attempting to take that strap from Giselle. But several things have been in the way of Erwin Roberts winning, including multi-women matches, including stipulations that Erwin has not been the greatest at, and we know that Erwin Roberts is completely unhappy with this situation. Thank you for the follow, Alexa Bliss WWE, for the follow in my chat. I appreciate the follow as I move forward with my Chase for affiliate. Gary, if you will, please mark the name of Chris WWE 23, and I'll attempt to contact him later. Now making to the ring, the Worldwide Wrestling Network champion in the women's division, Erwin Roberts. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have two women's divisions in the Worldwide Wrestling Network. Yeah, I'm not getting great notifications on my chat at all. I'm getting some of the chat notifications via email, and it's slowing things down a little bit. Erwin Roberts, one of the most dynamic performers in Southern Premier Wrestling and the Worldwide Wrestling Network. I know for a fact that she said on multiple occasions, if the rules of Southern Premier Wrestling and the Worldwide Wrestling Network allowed for intergender matches, she'd be the first to participate. And Giselle Deluxe draws first blood with a hard right hand going right into a Cobra Clutch, followed by a Russian leg sweep. Very similar to her inspiration in the $1 Million Man and Goldust. This golden child, as she refers to herself as in the women's division here in Southern Premier Wrestling. But Erwin Roberts answered back with another Russian leg sweep, and both of these individuals are back on their feet. Hard knee reversal by Erwin Roberts. Irish whip and a clothesline by Giselle. And it looks like a stalling suplex by Giselle, reversed by Erwin Roberts, and a hard lariat, knocking Giselle Deluxe to the mat. And a curb stomp straight to the neck and back of Giselle Deluxe, and Erwin Roberts stomps the forehead for good measure, followed by a standing moonsault. The athleticism of this Welsh Dragon on full display. And a discus clothesline as Giselle taunts Erwin Roberts. Backbreaker. Leg sweep. And these two young ladies have an answer for all of the moves that they are putting forth with against each other here tonight. They know each other so well. And a double choke bomb reversal. Like I said, these ladies have an answer for almost every move. Hard chop to the back of the head by Giselle Deluxe, followed by a soccer kick straight to the ribs and another straight to the back. Going to the core to weaken the airflow, which is so important in matches. Erwin Roberts going to the top rope, diving elbow drop, attacking the body of Giselle Deluxe. And these two exchanging one-upsmanship, followed by a hard lariat by Erwin. And a hard, solid right forearm by Giselle Deluxe and a cover. Dragon screw reversal by Erwin Roberts. And a cover by Roberts. One. Kick out. Roberts goes for a figure four. Headlock. And Giselle Deluxe reverses. Roberts taking Deluxe into the corner and choking with a boot. And following up with an ugly stomp. And things apparently are